Hope everyone's having a good day. Holy smokes. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of a slow news day, but it's not a bad thing. That's actually a really, really good thing because all the news that I've seen today has actually been very uplifting, comfortable, and I just like it. Usually on like really hectic or terrible days, there's just an overwhelming amount of news and you're trying to play catch up. But today it's like, I don't know. I'm like sitting back, I'm relaxed, I'm kind of happy, and I just think it's awesome. So I'm just gonna go through the things that I've seen online today, and I'm excited about it. I'm so happy you're here. So before I get into it, real quick, if you like to consume your news and information here, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. So let's get into it. So President Trump, he is at the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral, and it is iconic. It's like such a big day for Trump. A lot of legacy media is saying that this is him re-entering the world stage, and I might agree with it. But I do want to. I'll get into that later. But I do want to start with this photo here because it was one of the first things that I saw today, which was President Trump and Jill Biden sitting side by side, and Joe Biden is just she just looks smitten. She is so happy. She is so full of joy. People are saying there's no way that Joe Biden did not vote for President Trump this election. Right. I completely believe it and I love it. And people were making memes out of this photo. So I decided to kind of get in it too. So people are just putting like things that they think that Trump would have would have been saying here that would have garnered this reaction from Joe Biden. And mine was, so anyways, after I got shot, I got Bobby and we started talking about McDonald's, and that's just hilarious. It's actually going kind of viral for my Twitter. All right, has oh look at that, 17 likes. Okay, including me, because sometimes you gotta like your own stuff. I like my own stuff. All right, it's not weird. You got to be your number one fan. All right, kind of. Anyways, the next thing I saw was that there's like this something's happening culturally and socially right now, and it's that people are calling President Trump the acting president. Right? Why isn't Joe Biden over there? I don't know. You gotta ask me. His wife's there, but people are assuming this as, oh my gosh, like the world knows that Trump is kind of in charge. There's almost like a shift that's happening cognitively in so many people, among so many people and among the world. And this shift is real. And I saw this post by Gary. They said, I love that Trump is acting president. It's not even that he's acting presidential. No, that's different. He is acting like the president. This is what the president would do, and that's what he's doing. And one of the top comments, reiterates the same thing. It's Mr. Smith saying, it's funny as heck. He's just acting president. And everyone is happy with it. Yes. You want to know why? Because for so long, it felt like we had no direction. It felt like there was no North Star. It felt like there was no champion. And right now, the champion of the United States is absolutely 1,000% President Trump. And it's great. Not the B said, so it appears Trump is acting president already. No need for inauguration. The world has been waiting for the US to finally have leadership. And it just walked in the door at Notre Dame. I'm telling you guys, there's a shift happening right now, and everyone genuinely loves it. You know what else I love today? I saw this and I thought it was just hilarious. This was by the president of France, and I thought this was incredible. He said, "Welcome, welcome, President Trump." And their interaction, at least for the first like 30 seconds, was so wholesome. Check.
You remember? What do you want to drink?
Anything you have, coffee.
Anything you have. Coke is fine.
Coke? Or what?
Regular as well.
Coke, Diet Coke, regular is fine. And after I saw this, I was like, Trump being addicted to Coke will never not be hilarious. And I just think it's so funny because, RFK Jr. has talked about this too. He's like, Trump is so, it's impressive because he doesn't eat right. He doesn't drink right. I've never seen him drink water. Yet this man, for his age, has a stunning amount of stamina. He has incredible energy. These photos that I've been seeing photos of Trump be around all day. And I just saw that he's, preparing to leave, right? He's over here meeting with Zelensky, he's over here meeting with countless world leaders, and people are like, oh my gosh. And Dana White, I believe, said that he saw him up for like 70 hours at one point. Like, the man doesn't sleep. He just keeps going. And this is like, I obviously this is not an advertisement for Coke, but how else is he going? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Again, this is kind of the positive politics thing. It's just kind of funny. But nonetheless, something that's not funny and actually very, very awesome is kind of the newsletter. There's a lot of people that have signed up recently, and I'm so excited about it. I think we're almost at 300 subscribers to the newsletter, and that's so cool. A newsletter is going to come out tomorrow, so if you want to sign up for it, it's awesome. We have the same conversation we have here, except I go ahead and send them to your inbox. So please go ahead and sign up. It is super awesome. I also saw this from Benny Johnson. He said a CNN host tried to dismiss the FBI's need for restoration, but Scott Jennings didn't let this slide. There's something I want to say about this clip. I won't say it right now because some people are like, oh my gosh, enough with the yapping, man. I'll play the clips. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll play the clips. Okay, all good. You don't need to yell at me. All right, I read the comments. It's okay. All right, but check this out. It's great.
Point out two things. One, politically, Patel, to me right now, has a lot of support in the Senate. I think a lot of these nominees, some are in trouble. I don't think he is right now. I mean, he's going to obviously have to go to the table and answer questions just like everybody else, but there's enthusiasm for him. 10 years ago, the FBI had a 59% approval rating. Today, it's like 41%. There's a lot of restoration work that needs to be done to restore public confidence in this agency.
41%. I just had this idea. It'd be super funny if any government agency actually went below a threshold of public approval, if it would immediately need to, like, it should present itself, right? There should be some sort of audit. There should be some sort of restoration that needs to take place because, like, why are people upset here? I just feel like right now we need a better system. All right, so just try to be honest here.
It probably does need a change agent, an outside change agent, and the Republicans right now, they like this nomination. There's a long way to go, but they like it right now.
This is kind of like how you tell everybody the elections are rigged, and then when confidence in elections go down, we're like, everybody, we need to change elections.
Are you saying the FBI hasn't made any mistakes?
I'm just saying, when you spend years and years telling everybody the FBI is corrupt, they're gonna.
Well, no, they have.
This is just like you guys. Whenever you guys are saying, "Oh, Bidenomics is working, the economy is okay. Look at the stock market. Oh my gosh, wait, no. Our borders are actually safe. Like that, you don't have nothing to worry about." And then that's what you say from the top down, but then the bottom starts to feel it, and that's when the uproar starts. You're thinking that this started because of the media? No, this started because real people had real experiences that started to affect their day-to-day life, and the uproar became so huge that you couldn't ignore it. So, if there's a lot of public scrutiny happening in government agency, it's not our fault. It's because the government is inefficient. This is crazy, and the fact that you're trying to blame regular people on this, that's not cool.
Admitted some corruption. There have been internal reports where they have admitted there have been FBI agents that themselves have gotten criminally in trouble.
I actually think that's exactly the correct point.
Which is
That's insane. But I love that Scott Jennings was here holding his ground. I thought that was great. He did not let it slide. Something else that I saw today, which was absolutely crazy. This is crazy for a couple reasons, but this is with Piers Morgan and Anna Kasparian. And first of all, they said holy smokes. Holy smokes is totally my thing. I say holy smokes, but whatever. If Vigilant Fox, if you watch this channel, that'd be super fun. Imagine. I genuinely don't. Okay, whatever. But look at this clip between Anna complaining about the Democratic Party. Also, I'm like very loose today. I'm kind of having fun. I feel like I know that the conversations are very light, so I'm kind of just taking it a bit easy, and I think it's cool. This is a positive politics episode. Like the volumes, the seriousness bar is a little bit down, and we're just having a good time, and I think that's cool. But check this out, okay? Anna roasting the Democratic Party right now. It is amazing.
When I look at my life right now and I ask myself, which political party has made my life worse? It's not the Republican Party. Locally speaking, the Democrats have complete control and they have nearly destroyed my family's livelihood. Okay, we are living in trash and squalor everywhere. And unless the Democratic Party actually acknowledge these issues and solve these issues, rather than stealing our taxpayer money and funneling it to their nonprofit friends, they keep doing this, they're going to keep losing. And I'm going to keep speaking out against them. I don't care how much they hate Trump. I don't care how naughty the Republicans are being. Right now, the people having a negative impact on my life is the Democratic Party, and they need to change their ways. When we say we want to change the status quo, it doesn't mean we want to live in anarchy. It doesn't mean that we want to have $24 billion of our taxpayer money in California stolen by these nonprofits. It means that we want working people to be rewarded for their hard work. We want affordable housing. We want better working conditions, higher wages, better health care. These are things that Democrats used to purport to want to do. They don't do any of it anymore. And so I'm done with them until they change their ways.
Yeah, I completely understand it.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? This reminds me of something that Tulsi Gabbard says all the time. Like, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. And again, this is another example of culturally, there seems to be a realignment happening. People on the left are waking up. They're deciding, or actually they're being exposed. Nerves are being exposed right now that allows them to realize that the party that they love, the party that they grew up to understand, is no longer the advocate of the peace that they so desperately crave. And this is just another pure shining example of that. So, she going MAGA? Probably not. But she is wildly upset with the Democratic Party, and I love to see it. Speaking of Tulsi Gabbard, all right, as well as RFK Jr., I saw this from Holden, and he was talking about this article by The Bulwark. And The Bulwark said the two nominees for whom Trump is prepared to go to war. And who's it about? It is about Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. I'm going to go ahead and read this. This is from Trump Advisors, all right? So Holden starts off by saying RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard are the two nominees who Trump is prepared to go to war to get confirmed. Trump Advisors says if they try to touch Tulsi and Kennedy, then it's war. A second Trump advisor says if Tulsi or Bobby face real trouble, that's when Trump will really start to fight. They represent the challenging of the status quo of the bureaucracy. That's what MAGA is about. Trump allies expect that he will expend more of his political capital on Gabbard and Kennedy than on any of the other nominees. The Bulwark reports confirming Gabbard and Kennedy is seen as an opportunity for Trump to cement his legacy of broadening the Republican coalition to include disaffected Democrats and independents. Did you hear that? Again, RFK Jr. talked about this earlier in the campaign season. He was saying that Trump is beginning to care more about his legacy this time around. You only have 4 years, and I know it seems like a long time, but I'm telling you, it's going to go by like that. And it looks like he's desperate to cement this idea that the Republican coalition is going to be, the Republican Party is going to be a home to not just people on the right, but people who have been frustrated with where they are. So I love it. They go on to say the two are considered blue MAGA rock stars among the Trump faithful. They're both loved by the new influential podcasters. Wow. I love that so much. So good. Now, one of the last things that I wanted to share was this is kind of the same idea, right? It's about creating bridges between ideas, bridges between lifestyles, between parties. I saw this by John Fetterman, and he's talking about Elon Musk, but unlike most Democrats, he actually sticks out because he's not criticizing Elon Musk for being a billionaire. He's not criticizing him for using some of his wealth to get a candidate elected. He's not criticizing him for for making a profit off these companies that he's built essentially from the ground up. You could argue with that all you want, but he's actually praising him and welcoming this work to work alongside him. So check this out. It is really, really good.
You see yourself ultimately working with folks like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who will be heading?
Yeah, I admire Mr. Musk. He's been involved in very important parts of American society, AI, SpaceX, and other kinds of things. Yes, he's on a different team, but that doesn't make me an enemy. I don't be automatically going to become a critic. It's like, hey. He has made it, he's made our economy and our nation better, and our politics are different. And I don't agree with some of the things that he might say, but that doesn't make him, like I said, an enemy.
Are you kidding me? This is something you'll never see from a Democrat. I admire Mr. Musk. You will never see that. That is crazy. Him actually praising him for the work that he's done to make our economy and our nation better, regardless of the difference in ideas and politics. That is insane. Him welcoming this work, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this so much, and so does Elon Musk. Elon Musk responded to this and said, "Hard not to like Senator Fetterman. He puts country over party." And this is kind of what I'd love to close on. Sorry, excuse me. I'd love to close on this idea that someone recently asked me, like, do I think we're getting to a place where the two-party system is going to collapse? And my understanding right now is before we could really get to that place where there's no longer the two-party system, we need to get to a place where, like, at least like systemically, right? Before that happens systemically, that needs to happen socially. That needs to happen culturally. And how does that happen? How do you shift culture? I honestly think you look to people like this. You look to people like RFK Jr. You look to people like Tulsi. You look to people who put in the work to try to not demonize the other side, not to criticize the other side, but to actually work alongside them to build a better future. Right. And that's what I'm seeing with John Fetterman, and I love it. And so does Elon Musk, apparently. And I just think that's awesome. That's great. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to share because this is the Positive Politics episode. Someone tweeted this, and I came across my For You feed. This has 4 million views. It's crazy. But this person said, "I can't stop laughing at Trump's photo being shown twice. It's like a meme in real life." And it's a photo of the U.S. president. It's kind of like the photo that you'd see in a classroom if you were, in 5th grade or below. And right at the end, sure enough, it has the same exact picture of President Trump for him being the 45th president, Joseph Biden being the 46th president, and Donald Trump again being the 47th president. And it is kind of hilarious. It is super funny, and I love to see it. So anyways, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I know we kind of bounced around. This is kind of a looser episode, more positive episode. And I'm sorry for the yapping if I talk too much. I know I kind of cut off that clip with Scott Jennings a bit. I really hope you could forgive me for that. But I don't know. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun today. Like I said, this was a slower news day, but again, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. And I still love coming in and hanging out with you guys and sharing kind of what I'm seeing and talking about it. Anyways, that's the video. Please subscribe to the newsletter. A new one comes out tomorrow. Really excited about this one. And I hope you have a great and beautiful and joyful day that is full of purpose and a life, and you're surrounded by your friends and loved ones and the people who not just make this life happy, but give this life meaning. Okay? All right. That's the video, and I will see you all next time. Oh, 18 days till Christmas. There we go. I'm excited. Jeez. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Sorry for yapping. Episode's over. Already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.